Welcome to the Accounting and Finance Coaching Session with me, Echela Okwori, your coach. We have been looking at how to analyze financial statements like professionals. We have looked at profitability ratios. We have also looked at liquidity ratios. Today, I want us to look at efficiency ratios. Now, what are efficiency ratios and what do they do? Efficiency ratios are ratios that we use to analyze how effectively and efficiently a company is utilizing her resources. The first one I want us to look at is called the asset turnover ratio. Now, this asset turnover ratio is very easy to calculate and to understand. The asset turnover ratio. Now, this is calculated by getting the net sales all over average total assets. Good. Now, how do we get the net sales? As I told us before, we have financial statements that we can always go to get the information that we need to use in making our analysis so that we can analyze like professionals. Net sales. What do we mean by net sales? In business, some sales are credit sales and some are cash sales. Now, these sales, irrespective of whether they are cash or they are on credit, we're going to add them together. When you add them together, you also remember that there could be some deductibles, there could be some additions and also some deductions. For example, you make some sales and the customer found them defective and they had to return them back. Of course, that will be deducted from it. You can add that to your sales value. You could also make some sales and give perhaps cash discount or volume discount to your customers to encourage them. You have to deduct this also. So basically, irrespective of the adjustment you do, cash sales, credit sales will be added together and that will give us what we call the net sales. So cash sales plus credit sales less all the deductibles will give us what we call the net sales. And where do you find your sales? Where do you get sales from? Sales will be found in your day books. They will be found in your cash book. They will also be found in the sales day book. And also, you could also see this if you are doing the analysis as a user of the account. You will see this maybe in the notes or you just see the figure as that of sales. Now, once you get the sales, the net sales, we'll say net sales divided by the average total assets. The next thing is, where do you get your average total assets? And what do we even mean by average total assets? Your total assets has to do with the current assets and the non-current assets. Now, usually, we do analysis for 2 years. When you are doing this, you have the preceding year and you have the current year. The figure of total sales that you have for the last year, that's the preceding year, is your opening. It's your opening total assets. The one you have for the end of this reporting period is your closing total assets. Now, when you add the two, you say opening plus closing, and you divide it by 2. Now, that will give us the average total assets. So, at the end of the day, you are able to get your net sales, and you divide it by the average total assets. What you have is the ratio. It's called your asset turnover ratio. The higher it is, the better for you. What is the interpretation? It means that the organization is able to generate sales by using her assets very well, by efficiently using her assets. So this is a measure of how well the company generates sales by using its total assets. So if you are doing comparison between company A, B, C, it means the highest one is the best of them all. If you're also doing intra-company, that is, you're looking at period 1, 2, 3, and 4, it means the period that has the highest is the best period for you. It means that is the period that the company generated sales the best by using its total assets. Now, that is how to calculate the asset turnover ratio, and that is how to interpret it. We're going to the next one.